weekend, especially the big one. Manchester City will be hosting Chelsea in the biggest game in the Premier League this weekend. Pep Guardiola said that all his signings will feature in this game. That means Mamouche is going to play his first game against Chelsea today. Let's see how that plays out. For Chelsea, will Nkunku move to Manchester United? That rumor came out yesterday, and we are like looking at that rumor, how it's going to play out, because the rumor is that Nkunku might be moving to Manchester United. Let's see if that happens before the end of the transfer window. Remember, we have only 6 days before the transfer window closes this January. Let's see who is going to make the final move this week to getting players to challenge for the league or to survive the Premier League. Good morning, guys. Welcome to Vote Sports on Vote 104.3 FM. My name is Godwin, and I'm here with the 18 to talk about the Premier League and maybe other leagues too. In La Liga, the league title there is getting hot. In the Serie A is getting hot. We are going to mention that on the show. And finally, the MPFL is back. Rangers International is going to play in their first game in 2025 at the Cathedral today. We are going to talk about that too on the show. Good morning, John. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Good morning, football maniacs. You know, they say birds of a feather flock together. Looks like Manchester United and Chelsea are, feeling the same vibe.
Good morning, also.
Good morning, sports fans. How are they? Happy weekend to all of us. Welcome to the show, guys. Make us start this morning with the Badole person. Welcome to the show, guys.
Okay, let's start with the Premier League. Remember, we are live on YouTube at Vote FM Sports. We are live now on YouTube at Vote FM Sports. You can go there, drop your comments. I will be reading your comments live here in the studio. And we have an amazing content. Then when you go there, please subscribe to our channel and follow us. And in case you're not in Enugu, you can join us live on YouTube at Vote FM Sports. Okay, let's dive into the Premier League. It's happening this weekend. Premier League games everywhere. This weekend, I'll give you the fixtures. Then we'll talk about some of the game. Today, 4 p.m., no early kickoff today. So 4 p.m. is Bournemouth versus Nottingham Forest, Brighton versus Everton, Wolves versus Arsenal, Liverpool versus Ipswich Town, Southampton versus Newcastle. All these games are happening 4 p.m. today. Then the final game for today is Manchester City versus Chelsea. Is going to be a big one in the at Etihad Stadium. Let's see if who will win. I don't know who is going to win, but the guys will determine who is going to. If I ask John, and John will tell me, I believe that Man City will win, because, well, we'll see if that happens. On Sunday, we have other fixtures. On Sunday is by 3 p.m. is Crystal Palace versus Brentford. Yeah, the same 3 p.m. is Tottenham Hotspur versus Leicester City. 5:30 is Aston Villa versus West Ham. Then 8 p.m. the final game for the weekend in the Premier League is Fulham versus Manchester United. Okay, let's start with Saturday fixtures. Quickly, guys, Bournemouth versus Nottingham Forest. Who wins? Because these two teams are the teams that are surprised us this season.
Yeah.
The Bournemouth team and the Nottingham Forest team, both of them are surprised us this particular season, but they are playing each other in this. But today, who wins? What do you think will happen in that game?
I think it's going to be a tough one. You have Nuno Espirito Santo going up against the Bournemouth side. I think I'm going to back Nottingham Forest this time around. Yes. Yeah, what it takes.
Okay,
Away from home.
Backing them, solely backing.
It's I'm going to back them, but that ground is not somewhere you can go and pick up 3 points and say it's over. It's never always over there. I remember the last time, even their away results, they still get results, and Bournemouth now still get results away from home. So I think if they can build momentum from their last games, then fine, they have this one in the back. But if not, if Bournemouth has one or two surprises in the back, then it's over.
Okay, let's see what happens to that game. Let's get a prediction for that game. Who wins?
I'm sticking this one for a draw.
Okay, the next game is Brighton versus Everton. Moyes is now at Everton, so he's trying to beat Everton. He won the last game, but Brighton is another team. I think they beat Manchester United the last time they played. So both of them are in good form, winning their last games. In this game, who wins in this game, Brighton or Everton?
The intensity that Moyes wants to play with is there at Everton. Let's not say they don't have the players. They have the legs. They have the because Sean Dice is a manager that likes to play counter-attack. For you to play counter-attack, you need to have fast players. You need to have players that could also pass the ball very well, see a pass and send it forward. Moyes is the kind of person that mixes both. At some point, I just want to play game pressing, but not really high line defensive high defensive line. I just want to play a football that everybody can pass the ball around, everybody can run around. And I think for me, that's the taking point for players coming back into Everton's side. But at Brighton, there's better team. I think at Brighton, they have better runners in the team than Everton at the moment.
And also, John, what do you think will happen in that game? Who wins that game?
For me, I'm going to be backing Brighton because they have a better attack. They were, relentless against Manchester United. I don't see this being an issue for them. They should be able to get out of this one with a win.
Okay, with the win. Okay, the next game happening is Southampton versus Newcastle. Southampton are rock bottom on the English Premier League, so everyone is expecting Newcastle to win. But Newcastle lost at St. James's Park last week against Bournemouth, if I can remember. Yes, they lost that game. So, but they are not playing Southampton. Everybody is collecting their 3 points on Southampton. It don't reach Newcastle turn. They will collect their own 3 points today.
Yeah, it's up for grabs. The main thing is, like Nonso always say, we Southampton put up a fight. That's the main thing. But this type of fight is coming a little too late because the season is already wrapped up for them. They are rock bottom. They are anchored hand and foot and thrown into the bottomless pit, and they have no other choice than to, walk through the remaining of the season knowing they are going down. So even if you fight, if you fight, nothing. If you no come fight,
look who they 16th. Who they 16th to the 17th.
They are rock bottom. They are not doing
anything.
No.
They're not going anywhere. Let's not come out.
At some point I said it in the beginning of the season. 7 points, a season is over. Then they proved me wrong and they say 7 points no reach to close season out. Then towards the end of the season, we know that season is not over yet. But look at that table. Who they 17th and 16th? You get, and these people are just 10 points above Southampton, who are 20th. You get 14 points in 17th place, 16 points in 16th place. So let's say minus the bottom three, the 18th, 19th, and 20th, 17th and 16th are still in the battle for relegation. So if Southampton can continue to pick their points, because the performance they put up against Man City, I thought they were going to build on it. They didn't build on it. If they can build on that performance against Man United, they did not again. No, they went on to lose their next game after that game against Man United. If they had built a performance on that game, built whatever the errors are, corrected them, and into the next game came in with that same energy swinging, they would have gotten their 3 points. In this game, now, if they continue with that performance, 3 points is in the bag for them.
Okay, let's see what happens in that game. If Southampton will pick up points, or if Newcastle will collect their normal 3 points from Southampton. Okay, let's talk about the next game. It's Liverpool versus Ipswich Town. Liverpool are looking to win this title in the first season of Anslot. They are doing comfortably well. They are comfortable actually in the Premier League. They sit first in the Premier League. They sit first in the Champions League table. So they are first everywhere. They have lost just one game this season in the Premier League.
They are not first in the Carabao Cup.
Okay, they are out. Okay,
but they're almost out. They are not out yet.
Okay, almost but out. In this game against Ipswich Town, they lost their last game too against Man City. I think Man City scored 6 against them in their last game. So, but they are playing Liverpool, high flying Liverpool. What do you think will happen in this game? And start to collect his 3 points.
Ipswich to score, Liverpool to win, maybe by a landslide. Yes, Liverpool to win.
If you look at, I think what I've been saving Liverpool this season is their bench actually. Every time they introduce a player, they do something to win that game. I don't know how they do it, but it's working out for them.
The bench has rescued them a couple of times, but they always win the game from the first whistle by the performance. But in some games like the Bournemouth where we saw them, I think was it Bournemouth or who, that they had to pray that one of the bench players had to do a magic and they got the result they needed. So I feel like Liverpool have that quality of players in the starting lineup and also on the bench. They should not be going into this game with look, we just play our starting lineup. When they play academy graduate against Switch, at least not be saying they're not going to win. Make the scoreline for reduce.
Wait, they are looking to win the Premier League title.
No, I'm not talking. No, make the scoreline for reduce because right now, if you're going into this game with the same momentum you've been going into the Champions League and the other games, it's like 9-0 win.
The Premier League is it can surprise you. Maybe in Switch, but they might lose to 6 against City and come and get a draw against
Liverpool.
It's possible. So,
but I'm just saying, if Liverpool start with the momentum they have been starting with, 9-0 for this for nothing.
Okay, let's see what happens with Anstott, because Anstott has been doing something nice. But in this transfer window, even in the summer transfer window, they didn't buy anything apart from Kiesa. Kiesa that have not even played any game, maybe one or two games in the Premier League.
Cup games.
Yeah, so that's the only team they bought. He took over Klopp's side and transformed into the champion, winning games in the Champions League. They have a perfect record in the Champions League this season. They have played 7 and won 7 in the Champions League. In the Premier League, this first, I think, with 6 points against Arsenal, with a game in hand, which is pretty close for them. But Slaughter has done a great job, John, in this Liverpool side.
No doubt, no doubt. He met a good side and he's built upon that with performances. I think it's a case study that every other manager coming to the Premier League should understudy, because sometimes you want to come in and be quick to put your imprint on a team without first having the buy-in of the players and the squad, and then other times you just come in and you feel that you splash the cash, get the players you want, and then get the people who are not ready to work with you out of the club. But there's no quick fix to this situation. I think for all the plaudits Slot is getting, the greater plaudits and the greater accolades should go to the Liverpool board, because when Slot was leaving, they went out, they found somebody that plays the same. Yes, when Klopp was leaving, they went out, found somebody that plays the same style, found somebody that plays the same setup, found somebody in the same mode and mentality, and brought him in to replace Klopp. Yes, rather than going from a counter-attacking football to a tiki-taka attacking football. Different manager, different mindset, different philosophy, and the club is taking, how they do the can dance. You take 1 step forward, 2 steps back, 1 step forward, 2 steps back. That's the story of Manchester United right now. 1 step forward, 2 steps back, 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. Perpetually going around the same mountain. So for all the plaudits Slot is getting, greater should go to the club.
Yes, I think so. Just imagine that Arsenal is building this thing they are building with Arteta, and they decide to let go Arteta, and they now bring another defender with different style.
It's different play mentality, different everything.
It will take everything.
From playing counter-attacking, Peliton is from playing counter-attacking football to possession-based football. Now the only crime United don't commit. Yes.
That's not the only crime, bro.
Now the only crime
United don't commit. Go look at all the litany of managers they've had.
Mourinho, counter-attack. Luis Van Gaal, counter-attack. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, counter-attack. Anything you like, talk, even that if you want Moyes, counter-attack with a touch of passing around. With a touch of passing around. Look at when he went to the Champions League with Everton. Wait till he is good there. Was he playing beautiful football? He wasn't playing possession football. He was playing na counter-attack now. Carry the ball from midfield, gets the ball in midfield, send it long. Top midfielders nod it forward to the strikers once they get the ball forward, and it's just like from counter-attack to position football. But for and Slot, he got the Liverpool side, like all of us said in the beginning. He got the Liverpool side that were interesting, well-placed team, all of that praises, all of those accolades. Some coaches got a well-placed team.
Okay, let's
see what the team do.
Okay, let's see what happens in that game. That game is going to happen at Anfield, 4 p.m. If that slot will extend, they are 3 points to actually maintain to win this league this season. Okay, the final game for 4 p.m. is Wolves versus Arsenal. Arsenal is another team that is trying to challenge Liverpool for this title for back-to-back seasons. Arsenal has finished second. Man City have won that league in those 2 seasons. Now is Liverpool's turn, but Arsenal is trying to do something in this book. If you look at this Arsenal team again, they did well in the Champions League, even though they played a small. I won't call them a smaller side. For you to play in the Champions League, that means you deserve it. But they played a Dynamo. Now they are playing Wolves. Wolves, even though Nico started well. Now he's falling off. It happens. You come in, I start winning some games. Suddenly you start losing some games. Now they are playing Arsenal. What do you think Arsenal should do for them to get all 3 points? Because if they drop points here and Liverpool wins, it's over for them.
Arsenal, I want to correct you on one thing. The first thing you said is that this is Liverpool's season. This is Arsenal's season that they threw away and gave Liverpool the opportunity to clamp on, because you've been battling this same team 2 seasons back to back, finishing second, and the first blip you get, you can't even pounce upon the opportunity.
You know that,
And Liverpool have taken the opportunity. So I wouldn't say this is Liverpool's season to throw away. This is Arsenal's season that they
is
throw
already
away.
thrown away.
Yes,
You know that,
because you are not chasing somebody that you should be a step ahead of.
You know that thing they used to say during the festive period, you give somebody a gift, he doesn't like how the gift is wrapped. They now passes it over to the next person.
And the person now opens it and find out that something great was inside.
Now, what did Arsenal just do?
For real, because
What did Arsenal just do? Because Man City has given them the Premier League in disguise.
Thank you.
Just be informed is the only thing they ask of, and they say no, we can't be informed. We don't want to be informed. We just want to be playing with Man City. We want to come second every season. And next season, we'll continue to wait for next season to see Arsenal do great. But all the same, I'm just saying in this game now, if you look at this game or the way they've set up to play, if personnel are not available, play personnel, and just it's not about personnel being out of place. Let them be professional on the pitch. You get one person can make mistakes, somebody else can replace him. Somebody can make the run for your teammates. If Pata is not good at right back yet, Moreno should make the runs for him. The Kalai should make the runs for him. I believe at some point I was at West United. At some point I felt like, okay, Kufa is not my kind of player. Kufa is not doing well, but you see the Kalai is run down there to help him out. You get he's not the right back. The Kalai is not the right back. Kufa that is the right back is not doing well. At some point I said, okay, Brandon Johnson is available. So I just feel like if you are running for your teammate, he will not make some certain mistakes. And if personnel are available, we should not continue to blame Arteta for not signing players.
Let's not say personnel is not available. That is that couldn't be further away from the truth.
Just understand what we said.
Personnel is available.
We said
the man has decided not to deploy them in the right position that he should deploy them. That's the main thing. And then secondly, when I come for Arsenal, the way I come for Arsenal is because Arsenal refused to be alive to the reality on ground. You had 2 or 3 players in your squad over-indexing their average performance per season, talking about the Odegaard, the Martinelli, and the Saka. And in the only off-season where these guys are not at the peak of their numbers is when we are now seeing the reality that the team is bereft of a striker, because they've always been bereft of a striker. Imagine last 2 seasons, when these guys were powering, scoring 14 goals a season, scoring all this amount. They have somebody else chipping in with an extra 20. No way, no how. You're not winning the league. But, unfortunately, the things are falling where they lie. These players are not available. Some of them are not putting up near the numbers they put up last season, and we are seeing the glaring hole in attack. So for me, I still think that there is no personal problem at Arsenal. You have a fit and firing Timber. You have a fit and firing Kyrgios. We saw both of them in action in the Champions League. We saw how they closed out that game with another clean sheet. But somehow, when it comes to the Premier League, they are, what do they call it? The Abu that is worrying Arteta. We tell him that these 2 players are not fit to play and start alongside each other in that back 4. And then he goes out there and picks up a draw and loss today. That's my problem with him.
Okay, let's see what Arteta is going to do. These are playing moves.
Godwin, when we talk about Arteta and all of the problems at Arsenal right now, before we started the show, earlier in the show, we said something about Liverpool's board. Liverpool's board did a good job getting someone that plays the same style of football according to the last coach. Arteta, Arsenal board, I don't know if they need a striker, because we cannot continue to come here and fault Arteta, just like the same way we'll go to Tottenham.
The problem is Arteta has not agreed that he has a problem. They said that when you agree, your team will agree for you too. But Arteta don't even agree at all. There was a press conference was given yesterday that yes, he's only seeing the response to the question was that yes, Gabriel Jesus is out, Saka is out, so therefore yes, there's a need for a striker in the side. But not that, and me, I was angry with the journalist because you asked it in a way that because these 2 guys are out, do Arsenal need a striker? Of course, he will tell you yes. But if you had asked him that Jesus and this guy fit, even firing, do Arsenal need a striker? And it will be clear for everyone to see that he feels that he does not need a striker if these 2 guys are fit. And we are seeing it over the past season.
The board no get the finance to support.
It's not about board having the finance, man. Arteta had a fantastic relationship with Edu. There's nobody who would have asked for that they would have. I said had. He had a fantastic relationship with Edu. There's nobody who would have asked for that. Edu would not have brought him for him. Go back and watch the all-in All or Nothing documentary of Arsenal. Go watch that conviviality in that documentary and tell me if there's anybody who would have said, look, we need this guy, get him in. But I'm happy that the crescendo of all this conversation is happening. The fans are saying it, the media is saying it, the players are saying it, at least on Twitter. And hopefully to get into that thick-headed squad that they do need a finisher. Or maybe you want to end this season fourth and come next year and try again.
Okay, who wins in that game? Wolves versus Arsenal. Who wins in that game? Your prediction for that game?
With the way John Davis, now you go touch me Wolf just
You know, the problem with Arsenal is when you
John,
win.
who will win?
No, I'm coming now. I'm going to answer you.
John, who will
I
win?
The problem with Arsenal is that
Arsenal
when
dey
you
play
win, or when Jesus score, you forget all the problems you have
John,
and you believe
John,
that all is right with the
John,
world.
who will win? Because
A
me
draw.
now, I know who
A
will
draw.
win this match.
A
I
draw.
know in my chest who will win.
A draw.
No, so-
Nobody will win the match.
Okay, John. Okay, let's go on to the biggest game for the weekend. Is Manchester City and Chelsea. That is going to be the biggest game for this Premier League weekend. Okay, look at that game. Pep Guardiola is in trouble in Champions League. They are out of the top 25. That means if he loses the last game or draws the last game, he's out.
It's over.
For Premier League, he's out of top 4. Imagine Pep Guardiola, Manchester City is not in top 25 in the Champions League.
Next season go sweet.
He's
Europa
got the
League.
conversation of winning the league for the first time. Apart from the first season he came to England, he wasn't in conversation of winning the league. He has been in conversation of winning the league since after that second season.
He's been a title contender.
Yes, now they are playing Chelsea. Both of them are looking for top 4. Chelsea are fighting for top 4.
Yes.
Man City is just 1 point, I think 1 point below.
2 points below them.
Below them.
38 points.
Yes,
And
trying to win.
Chelsea
So
40.
if City wins this game, they enter
You know
top
your
4.
problem, Conde. If they draw and Newcastle that is below them now win, the two of them will drop out of top 4. So you can't actually call this is going to happen, this is not going to happen. Newcastle 38 points. I think goal difference will actually keep Chelsea there if you do a proper check of goal difference or head to head. But I'm looking at Chelsea, Man City now. I said if you want to win the league, take points from people that have the league. That's what I said at the beginning of the season. And Chelsea went on to lose against Liverpool, Man City, and any other person challenging for the league.
At the beginning of the
At the
season.
beginning of the season, which means challenging for league don't come up for them. But now challenging for top 4, take away points from people that are in the top 4 and people that are trying to get into the top 4. That's the target now. And it's going to be a very hard ask because Nottingham Forest, Arsenal, Newcastle, Bournemouth, Fulham, these people are trying to get into that conversation.
Even Aston Villa.
Now,
Brighton.
no.
Everybody's
I know I mentioned people they very close. You get people they like
Aston Villa is 8.
people they like 3 points around. Aston Villa is like 4 points below. I'm talking about 3 points between top 4. You get Chelsea is about 40 points, so 37 points now. Let's calculate. So that should be about Fulham and Bournemouth as far as you get, and that's like 8 or 9. So I'm looking at this game. If you know you in your full chest, like I want to finish top 4, you take away points from people who are about to take away from you. Sharing the points will not be enough this time around because in the beginning you say, okay, you want to win the league, you share the points is good. Now sharing points is not good enough.
John, New Science are playing today.
Yeah, I'm happy. I want to
We are not
see-
sure.
I
This
want
Pep
to see
they
them.
talk anyhow for media.
He said that
If it-
3 of them, but I'm sure I'm not talking about the 2 defenders, but you see Mamouche.
Go
Mamouche
start.
have to be. It might not start, but
He will
Mamouche have to
play.
just be in that
Amos
squad.
has to play. I want to see him. They gave him the Sterling jersey. I'm
Number
not
7.
mad at it. Yes, he has to play. Let's see what he can bring to the table. Hopefully, he provides something that helps. What's his name now? The Norwegian Giants get on the score sheet. So yes, would love to see him play. Yes, we are coming away with all 3 points.
Oh, wow.
Yes,
John,
we
I
are
made
moving
it.
back into the top 4.
Oh, wow.
Yes, it's going to be a blowout.
Hey.
Yes, Chelsea fans, you should be crying right now. And yes, we are back in the conversation. Thank you.
Wow, John has made straight
Everything
prediction.
you wanted to say, I said it. Come and kill me.
John, let me hear. He say, yes, we are taking 3 points. I agree. Yes, we are doing it.
Blowout.
Now that one, they cause problem. Now that one, anytime when you just decide say blow out, just know say that one actually go either ways. You know, it's straight to Man City. You get. And Chelsea now, you know, with the defense line being back, you know, Chalobah is back on the defense line. Chelsea fans will be like, no, so you want to say something in our favor for once in your life. Say something in Chelsea favor. Mba, no. You are from London. No. I support only one London team. But if they have the attackers to finish their chances, That is where the only thing I have for Chelsea is if they have the attackers to finish their chances, if possible, start Nkunku and Jackson with Pedro up front.
Oh wow.
If you want to finish your chances, these are your 3 chances. These are your 3. I think these are your most clinical players. If you ask me, these are like the most clinical front 3 for Chelsea: Nkunku, Jackson, and so if anybody they miss chance, the other person they cover up.
You don't call Sancho.
Who?
You don't even call Joao Felix.
Who?
I don't understand.
Joao who?
Joao Felix.
Leave him for bench with the 6 belt, I beg.
Okay.
Leave him for that bench.
It's fine.
See, if Kopama is bereft of creating chances, like you need runners, you need someone to run to at least run and create chances. Kopama is not a person for you. Then fine, you can introduce a Joao Felix, because in this game now you need runners. In this game now you would have preferred I think Lavia is not back yet.
Yeah.
So definitely you know this man wants to play a defensive midfielder of 2 defensive midfielders.
It's just going to be Enzo and
now Enzo and Caicedo. This game now you go play Enzo, Lavia and Caicedo, or maybe Viega. no.
That means Palmer
go start.
That means Chelsea go defend.
No, you know understand. You know say I like
Enzo, Lavia, Caicedo.
See, understand. Enzo, Lavia and Caicedo will start.
In that midfield. Three positions already.
Yes. Then there's still a position for Kopama. In front of them. Enzo. In front of them.
Wow.
In front of them.
Just play 4-2-3-1.
Leave 4-2-3-1. That's in the information on paper. They change. When he had, you go see some players they go forget say one side, one supposed to for one side, all of them go come one side, come play. You get I will not see 4-2-3-1 where they have 3 attacking midfielders in the team. You see 4-2-3-1, you're seeing the defensive midfielder as an attacking midfielder, you're seeing the second defensive midfielder, the center midfielder, you're seeing an attacking, so you're seeing 3 attacking midfielders in the team, or 2 attacking midfielders. It's not 4-2-3-1 anymore, it's 4-1-2-3. So, but you can still see them play and switch and still defend well. So I'm just saying for this game, you want to get the result against Man City. You defend, you hit on the break if possible, you defend, because I know why I mentioned Lavia and Caicedo, because these people have ball carriage. They are good in passing the ball around, they are good in carrying the ball forward as well. So if Enzo is there with them, creativity is reduced. Kopama can still go forward to create his chance.
Okay, that game is going to happen 6:30 today. It's going to be a big Chelsea and Man City. They are trying to go for that Champions League. They are trying to get that. So let's prediction for this game. Who wins in this game, John?
Earlier, City.
Scoreline, that's the point.
Scoreline. Let's say 3-1.
3-1 will be blowout. I was thinking you say 5. I was thinking you say like 5-1.
3-1.
For me,
if we get 7, I wouldn't mind.
Chelsea fans book off my head.
If we get 7, I wouldn't mind.
I'm sticking with Chelsea in this one. Make people like say I support my brothers from the south side of this one. You get?
You'll be disappointed.
Okay, let's see.
Disappointed on no problem.
What will happen? Some injury might not play because of injuries. Though is expected to play today, but see if he's fit to start. They have happened in today's Premier League fixture is Manchester City and Chelsea 6:30 sharp. Everybody is seated. Everybody is it will happen today. Sunday game. Let's get your prediction for Sunday game. Is Tottenham.
I think it's a funny one. Tottenham are at home on the back of a victory. Leicester City needed more than Tottenham because you don't read for their side. How many games lost? 1 more, and
if
could be out.
If Everton can do it, Leicester can do it. Moyes came in 3-2. If Everton can do it, can do it.
Okay, let's get who wins in this game.
Leicester City for me.
Okay, before we move out to the next game, let's move out to our YouTube channel and some of the prediction there. Remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Volt FM Sports, and Athletic will be in Bournemouth 0, Nottingham Forest 0. So he's predicting Man City 3, Chelsea 1, Brighton to win Everton 3-0. Okay, John Nunqua is saying, John, stop shouting at them, who will win? Win or not. Okay, he's saying the only way for Man City to win is to have high energy squad. No KDB, Gondo, Akanji. Okay, that's his own.
Nice.
So
he needs energy for them to beat Chelsea.
You see why I don't say make Chelsea play the lineup when they go play. Because if Man City come with this lineup,
Okay, Emmanuel, welcome to the show. He said, like, good morning, guys. I thought I just like you, okay, like every other Pep Guardiola's discipline. Are always okay. Good morning, guys. I thought just like you, every other Guardiola's discipline are always stubborn. For the past 3 seasons, even the GOAT cow living in England, Arsenal needs a proper striker. And it's a Chelsea go here today. Man still will use them do welcome celebration for their 3 signings. Okay, let's see if that will happen today. Okay, let's move on to the Sunday game. Who wins? Crystal Palace and Bournemouth. Who wins that game?
Brentford. I'm sticking with Brentford on this one.
John?
Yeah.
Okay, Aston Villa and West Ham, they are playing tomorrow. No argument, no, so. Who wins in this game?
Aston Villa 4-0. Decimation.
And you say I argue.
Destroy that.
No,
that
and you
thing,
say
that
no. Godwin now.
that thing in
Godwin
the
now.
center of that
Godwin.
park. Destroy
I was
them.
about to say, okay, God, John will say Aston Villa win. Okay, just make it just keep and short and simple. Aston Villa win.
Destroy them. Destroy their
And you-
morale.
and you
Finish
say-
everything.
And you say make I no argue.
Counter.
Finish everything. Finishable.
After I lose to Aston Villa for FA Cup, what it is in my mind dey.
If I get them,
And I dey wait for am for front. And made there, I am telling him. As in, my first match, Graham Potter, good result, good performance on the pitch.
No honeymoon for
And you know just even allow the honey ring round. You don't spoil 0. There's a meta. John Duran. So they are still in.
rejected.
The money I submit for summer, I know I wait for summer. I submit them now.
Even as said, the thing no
45 million pounds with bonus of if I finish for top 10, I got extra like 15% bonus on top.
Rejected on
But
arrival.
Aston Villa they like consider them because they don't know where they want to use the guy to. So I'm just if I game and I win, and run next week it don't arrive.
For your mind.
Okay, let's see who wins in that game. Who wins in this game?
Aston Villa, man.
Yeah,
I
don't
like,
agree, sir.
what are we saying here, man?
I'm going this game.
Okay, let's see.
Villa
what
for
happens
the
in that game.
win 3-0. Undefeated.
Now I'm surprised. Soon check with the only goal from set piece.
Soon check
Once they repeat
with
it,
an own goal.
Soon check scores game.
Soon check on goal.
Okay, let's see what happens. They are struggling in the Premier League. Yeah, so who wins in this game? Fulham.
Not see them beating Fulham for the life of me, man. No way. Fulham with the pace, with the players they have, with the wingers. No, it's going to be another one. Best result is a draw here.
Okay, no. So what do you think will happen in that game? They have problem like Man United that they've not bought. So they are
They
trying
can't
to.
even buy till they sell. That's the
problem.
conundrum.
All their players that they want to sell are still there.
And the annoying part now is of all the people you can price is Nkunku. Hey!
Now rumor, they are not
Hey!
bidding for. Now rumor, just the same way they say Chelsea is bidding for Garnacho. It's the same way you say Nkunku to Man U. Now rumor make newspaper feel sell. He's not coming anywhere. But me, I'm just looking at it from performance from last match. They rested enough of players. They've always complained about pace in defense. Now in this match, we said it before. We talk about Thursday. Say big match in the weekend. Now for theater of dreams,
You can explain tire, bro.
Now for theater of dreams, you get right to come dream. Man United they go here to go destroy. They go to go annihilate. They go to go get the results. Trash.
And where we too.
I'll surprise you now.
Strikers that have never scored in the last 4 games back to back. Strikers have never ever scored in the last 4 games.
They have earned the right not to score
back
goals.
to back.
They have earned
None
the
of them. 150 something million, the two of them together, yes. Even if we add in
this
Bruno,
150 something.
bro, come on,
for the
man.
two of them,
For the two of them,
and
how much was
Højlund,
Højlund? Come on, man. Højlund was 80 something. Yes.
He break
Go
Anthony
look at the
He
record.
break Anthony record.
Go look at the records. Højlund was 80 something. Zeski was, I think, 50 something or thereabouts.
So 80 plus 50 and 150.
Bro, 100 and something. No concern me.
Go
Calculate signing fee, signing on fee, player bonuses,
collect your
agent fees and agent bonuses, 150 something million, man. Go calculate all the wasted salaries over the last 4 weeks. No go. Both of them should be training under the rain till they pick form and they start scoring. It's going to be a blowout for Fulham.
For Amorim, he's going to try to win. He's going to take him time. I believe I like young coaches. For example, when Arteta took over Arsenal, I love what he was doing, and I supported him because he's a young coach. It's an opportunity for you to do something big with your career.
Yeah.
Jose took that opportunity when you coached Porto and took them to continentals and won back-to-back European titles, the Europa League and the Champions League the following season. Then he went on to do big things. Pep Guardiola took that position for Barcelona as a young boy. Now look at what they have achieved. So this is time for Amorim to grab this opportunity.
I think say you want to say Arteta now.
No,
Arteta never grab your opportunity.
But the truth for
Arteta has done himself proud,
yes,
no doubt.
because he changed the mentality for the club.
Yes.
Now people play Arsenal. I used to watch Arsenal very
The
well.
fear factor, yes.
You play Arsenal, you are not going there thinking that you are going to win that game. You know that it's going to be a
True
fight.
talk.
So it's at least first is the shift of mentality, which is what Jose Mourinho did for Real Madrid. Like the period of time they kept knocking them out of round of 16 in Champions League. Jose came in and gave them that mentality that they can win, and they finished back to back Champions League semi-final before Ancelotti came in the next season and won the Champions League. So building mentality first is always good. So but let's see what happens with that game against Fulham and Manchester United. Let's see what happens in that game. Let's see if Fulham will surprise them, because they are playing at home and Manchester United are going away. They have not done well this season. They have not done well. If you look at the table, they still have negative goal difference. So let's see what happens today. Okay, before we start taking your calls, let's talk about one of our comments on our YouTube channel. Judah is also saying, no, so choose today to be funny, unlike John, who is just shouting. No, so continue, I beg. Man, you go blow. Okay, man, you go blow out. Okay. Okay, let's see what happens in today's game. Okay, let's take phone calls and let's get your prediction for this weekend's game before we move on to other leagues. The number to call is 0915-570-8347. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, gentlemen in the studio. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Name and location, please.
Yes, on your victory is Winchester Stafford Bridge, aka Owen Dine there.
Okay. Upper Man City Kuna.
I need the quack. Now, Balia.
Who gave me number?
Okay.
So we the the Aston Villa.
I made the time this weekend. I made the hand this weekend.
Now see, you got about 2-0 today.
Oh, tomorrow. Tomorrow, thank you. Thank you. Tomorrow night.
2-0. You will see what will happen.
Thank you.
Okay, for Chelsea, what is the question for this today's game, Chelsea and Man City?
The fact is that it will be a serious match. Because I strongly believe Maresca have put his own formation in order. We are going to play the civil defense formation.
Civil defense.
Yes.
That's defending well.
I'm telling you, defending and attack.
Defending and packing the bus.
I'm telling you.
Thank you.
What we need is just what you need. Just only 3 points is okay for us.
Okay.
Because they cannot. A man tell you for that better. They could tell you for again. Yes, we are going to do our best to make sure we beat them properly.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, can also call 0706-048-5853. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Good morning, everyone in the studio.
Good morning. Name and location, please.
My name is Mr. Ben, calling from Ekajo, under Abuja, River State.
Okay, what is your contribution? Welcome to the show.
John, our market in the Champions League, the same thing you are saying, Man City is going to blow out Chelsea. I will call you later tomorrow on Monday and ask you our market.
No wahala. I dey wait you.
All right,
Thank you very much. Okay, John, everybody's waiting
John
for
said
you.
they're waiting for Monday.
I need more enemies in this life.
Now, Joshua, they're going to for Monday for Joshua for Monday.
Okay, let's take a few calls. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Come on, please, can you please turn down the volume on your radio set, please?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Name and location, please.
Happy weekend.
Happy weekend to
Happy
you.
weekend.
Okay, Pedro, what is your contribution or your prediction for today's game?
I know no share some affiliation with Manchester United. So you can never like Chelsea. But that one aside.
As I can support you today, Nko. As I support Chelsea today now with my clear chest, I do mistake.
That support you support us again before.
Pedro, you know what's up. You know what's up.
No worry. No worry.
Today match, I heard Guardiola say we take that match like a final.
Yes.
Yes. Even though like you should take it like his life depends on it. I know that's we got a result in that match. Because Chelsea and we now allow City to beat them twice in the season.
Okay.
The last result Man City we got in that match is a draw.
It's a draw.
And for Man United, they cannot come to London and win a match and go free. So Fulham will beat them.
Okay. Thank you very much for that prediction. All right. Okay, call us and tell us your prediction for today's game, especially that game against Chelsea and Manchester City. That game is happening 6:30. It's going to be a big game for the weekend. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Good morning, Godwin. Good morning, John. Good morning, also.
Good morning. Name and location, please.
This is Engineer Additional from Transico.
All right, please. What's your
John,
contribution?
I say everything wrong about my club Arsenal.
Okay.
I don't know the problem of Achata. Believe what I just tell you. Even though see that Champions League we are playing on Wednesday. To tell you honestly speaking, because of fear, I'm not going to watch that, but because I feel that we will lose that game. But as I hear the news on Thursday morning, I'm so happy. You know, if you need something, and you know that this is your problem, you need this thing. Why can you not buy that thing and have peace? Not that you see, I said that in earlier stage, but now they announced about the Saka injury that you are have a very big problem now.
Yes.
Because Saka can start to play, he'll be next month.
Yeah.
It's from February, yes.
February.
Yes.
And
yeah, hello.
not many matches we play before I enter that February. I think you understand that.
He plenty.
So then that problem is for us now. Why this man is doing us like this? Let this man buy a sharper 9. Sharper 9, let him buy it for us. At least he can help the situation. If he has not buy anything like this January, I'm not telling you lie. Person like me, I will put hand to sack Atata, let Atata go. Let us go and find that coach. I'm telling you because he don't tire for this second. People I see us like say that cup is not our own decision just to play a good football. Don't need that. You need to play and collect something. And that's what you need this season.
Right.
But for our game today, I believe they need to win Wolves. I believe that one. I strongly believe that at least he's supposed to use his head and to treat that.
Okay.
To see that he gets the win against Wolves.
Okay.
I know if you complete your sentence, but all the same though.
Let's see what happens in that game. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, everybody in the studio.
Good morning. Name and location, please.
Hi, from Suka.
Okay, Ike, what is your contribution?
Sharp 9. I said I avoid sharp 9. No one teaching is a team. If you say one sharp 9, for no coach over my hand. So, stopping that at the bed. No coach is doing. You know, want sharp 9.
But you now, you want sharp 9, you get Jackson.
Just one sharp 9.
But and you get Jackson. Why you gonna find another? Why you gonna find another sharp 9? Jackson did for you.
Please get him.
Trophy, they insult them. That was a trophy. They know they like to near it. So that is why they support two teams. Two teams they support Man U and West Ham.
Okay. I support Atletico Madrid and Juventus too.
Okay, what's the prediction for today's game?
Okay, for match, the match will be tough because West Ham, Man City, they are two defenders. They're great.
Yes.
They're strong. I will just win them by longer. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, let's take one more call and we'll talk about the MPFL because MPFL is back today. Let's see, we'll talk about them. We'll talk about Rangers is playing today at the Cathedral. Yeah, hello, good morning. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, John. Good morning, every other person in the studio.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Name and location, please.
Yeah, good Santos.
Okay, what is your contribution or your prediction for today's game?
Even if Chelsea buy even if Man City buy 4 defenders, they will not win Chelsea. If they like, they should go and buy and play 5 defenders. 5 defenders. Yeah, new 5 defenders. They put all of them to this game. If they like, they buy Mamouche and Mamudu. They cannot beat Chelsea today.
Okay.
You see the same people that we play now.
Yes.
Is it Bernardo Silva? Is it not? He cannot bench because Guardiola, if he don't trust you, he cannot play you. Those people that he knows very, very well. That's those people that he play. The only sub he can do now is Damamush. Maybe from the second half, 70 minutes, we bring him in. You know if he can score goal. But Chelsea, knowing that fully well that Man City has a problem, they will concentrate those midfielders. You see, Lavia and Casido and
Enzo.
They are master in that midfield. And they will destroy those old aged Man City midfielders.
Okay.
Even if you see this guy now, this guy, Kovacic.
Kovacic, okay.
And you know, yes, Kovacic. Those guys are old now, 35, 33 years.
Yes.
Wow. Wow.
Why did they add age for them, bros?
That
Let's beat them like 3-1.
Okay,
Thank you very much.
I see you.
Before Uncle, have a nice time.
Have a nice weekend too. He said 35. He multiplied their age by 2.
All of them are in their 30s.
No problem.
All of them are in their 30s.
No problem.
But why would they add age? He had 105 years for cover.
No, Koba is 31 now.
He's
And he said
35. Don't be
35
false that.
plus.
Don't fire extra years.
Okay, let's take this final call before we talk about MPFL. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, John and Co.
Good
Yes, good morning.
Name and location, please.
Nadia calling from Cross River.
Okay.
Welcome.
What is your contribution or your prediction for today's game?
I beg, this Chelsea Man City game, the match will tie the power.
Don't be lie.
But I don't see Man City going with 3 points. I think the best
Yeah, hello?
result should be a draw.
A draw. Okay.
John, I don't know, in my own opinion, I think there's something to say about Mr. Teta not being too worried about getting a proper number 9.
Okay.
Yes.
I think if you listen to the press conference yesterday, you discover that the man is even frustrated.
I disagree
Arsenal
though.
don't just need a temporal number 9. They need a future number 9 for the club. And Sesko is the man they want. But the problem, Sesko is not, at the look of things now, Sesko is not going to leave this summer unless next season. So now, someone thinking and Mr. Teta is not worried about his forward line. I think the person is not seeing it clearly. Go back to that press conference and then you will know that the man is already tired about this. The man needs a proper number 9. He said it already. He said the forward is missing. He knows there are some players out. And it is very clear that that's what I need.
The number 9. Okay.
But that's based on 2 players out, not necessarily that they need a number 9, even with those 2 guys in the team.
It's subject to personal review. Subject to personal review.
Ateta will only admit that because these 2 guys are out. And that's why I was saying that the journalist should have rephrased it. Because
that's why I said it's subject to personal review. The angle you saw it from, and the angle Ateta saw it from, and the angle that I said, the board. Because he might talk to you, they will say, the same way Zeko talked to Deco, I'll be waiting for him to talk to Javi. And he said, no worry, we got you covered.
Okay.
He can talk to the board and do the see, bro, small talk in and out. Money no day.
Okay, let's see what happens in this Premier League. Thank you for the contributions and your predictions. Okay, let's move on to the MPFL because MPFL is starting for 2025 and I'll give you the fixtures. Remember, on Thursday, Kano Pillars won Enyimba in that outstanding game. Kano Pillars win that game comfortably, 2-0 in Kano. So good results for them. For Enyimba, they need to start fixing up because if they want to play continental football next season. For today's fixtures, it's Nasarawa United versus Katsina United. Enugu Rangers is playing Niger Tornadoes at the Cathedral. Kwara United versus Shooting Stars. That game has been postponed. Sunshine Stars versus Ikorodu City. Abia Warriors versus Bayelsa United. Heartland of Owerri versus Lobby Stars. And Akwa United versus Remo Stars. And Plateau United game for tomorrow is Plateau United versus Rivers. Okay, let's talk about Rangers International. This is the first game for them in 2025. They have enough rest. There's no excuse. They enjoy their Christmas, had enough rest, enjoy their life. Now it's time to play football. If you look at where they are on the table, we need all 3 points going forward from now. No stories. Nobody wants stories again. I wanted to speak Igbo. I actually Akoko again. 3 points, 3 goals. What do you think will happen in this game today?
Yeah, like I'm supporting you in that morale because it's far too it's long overdue. We need to kick into that phase where we are winning consistently, where we are getting the points consistently, and to ensure we move up the log consistently as well too. And you can't do that without winning games, especially home games.
Home games.
And winning confidently at home. So I'm looking forward to getting all 3 points in this encounter.
Okay, no, so yeah, what do you think that Ilechukwu should be doing? We need 3 points. If you look at where we are on the table, 5 points behind the league leaders. If we win this game, we'll go up.
Godwin, I have a question for Ilechukwu. They signed about 5 players in the summer.
Yes.
Out of that 5, now only 1 will they see for pitch, will they try.
Wow.
The rest are market. If you know these players are not coming good for us, bros, please look for somebody else. I think the window is open now. You can at least sell and buy again. There are better players on the reserves. There are better players on the bench. There are better players. Try something new. Get on. See, let's start playing football of. We want to give performance by game. Maybe we play last week, we play well. Next week, no one play well. We want to be seeing good performance every week, week in, week out.
If you look at Rangers is fourth on the table with 31 points. Winning this game will move them to 34 points. If Rivers United don't win their game or Remo start drop points, we need to start taking points. But that game's happening Cathedral. 3 p.m., 4 p.m. I'm seeing 3 p.m., but I think it's 4 p.m. today at the Cathedral. Let's go out and support Rangers International. They need all the support if we need to retain that title that we won last season. It was a huge title for us last season. Now this season, we need to go out and get 3 points. Okay, I'll give you some fixtures in other top 5 leagues in Europe. I'll start with the La Liga and we'll close from there. In the La Liga, yesterday is Las Palmas 1, Osasuna 1. For today's game is Mallorca versus Real Betis, Atletico Madrid versus Villarreal, Sevilla versus Espanyol. Sevilla is trying to buy a Nigerian striker. It's Akpo from I think from France. So we'll give you that news later. Real Valladolid versus Real Madrid, Rayo Vallecano versus Girona, Real Sociedad versus Getafe, Atletico Club versus Leganes, Barcelona versus Valencia.
That's tomorrow.
Yes, that's tomorrow. Then on Monday is Alaves versus Celta Vigo for Serie A. Yesterday's result, Torino winning Cagliari 2-1. For today is Como versus Atlanta. Napoli is going to be playing Juventus by 6 p.m. That is the biggest game in the Serie A. So let's see what happens with Juventus if they are going to draw again. They are always drawing games. Empoli is playing Bologna. Milan will play Parma. Tomorrow, Udinese will play Roma. And Lecce will play Inter Milan. Lazio versus Fiorentina. And that's the game for Serie A for the weekend. Thank you for joining us on today's show. Thank you. Let's see if today will give us a whole lot of goals. And we need goals. We need goals, especially that Man City and Chelsea. Let's sit down and 6:30. Everybody seated.
2 big games this week.
I'll just sit down with my bottle of water.
2 big games this week.
I'll be
two big games this week.
What is the second big game?
Juventus Napoli.
Okay, yes, and the third big game, Rangers International is playing. So tomorrow, big games everywhere. Let's all go out and support Rangers. They need all our support.
Drink water.
If you are